It's a toasty evening here, and we're here to talk about some football news. It's Wednesday. It's kind of the relaxed point of the week, or the week, isn't it? Because we had the drama of the weekend. The week then began with loads of fallout from the weekend. Rangers against Pilsen last night, and now today there's no games on. There's nothing at all. So it's time to take a few deep breaths and talk about some transfer business, my friends, because Lennon Miller has finally got his move to Serie A complete at 4.75 million. Good deal, bad deal. I mean, I thought we kind of all believed it would be higher, right? Obviously it's turned out that it's not 10 million, it's not 8 million, it's 4.75, but at the same time, you know, am I surprised by the fact that they've not got 10 million? Not really. I mean, I'm not saying he's not worth 10 million, but you've got to be, I mean, these guys get less than a year on his deal, and I mean, midway through August ain't the same as the start of like July as well. That's took a wee bit off it, because it would have been very interesting to see with Lennon Miller, like how much Motherwell could have got if he actually had like a decent amount left on the deal. But I think 4.75 for a guy that's got less than a year left is pretty good. He's going to Serie A, folks, and a key thing is here, literally every Scottish player that's went here to this league has delivered, and you could argue that, yeah, I mean, what could you argue? Could you argue some have got lucky, or could it just be the league suits us? Either or, right? I don't give two shits what you say. Lennon Miller will rip the script up, man, at Motherwell. I think even what we're expecting the guy, not at Motherwell, sorry, I think even what we're expecting him to do over there, he's going to rip it up, and he's going to be phenomenal, man. I can see him, and honestly, like, in 5 years' time, where is Lennon Miller going to be? I'm expecting, honestly, man, we've seen McTominay, right, get a wee Ballon d'Or nomination. I think, well, I mean, maybe 5 years. I mean, Lennon Miller's so young, only 5 years, be 23. I think Lennon Miller, man, he'll be getting Ballon d'Or nominations very soon. I'll say very soon. You know, the near future, put it that way. If his career continues on the trajectory that we believe it's all going to. But it's a good deal for Motherwell, and yeah, big deal. They'll just be a wee bit upset that they don't have the guy on a 4-year contract, and they could demand like 15 million or something. But anyway, we'll move on. I mean, we are a bit late to the party with that deal. Also, a bit of breaking news: BBC Scotland will be showing Hibs versus Partizan Belgrade on their channel tomorrow, so looking forward to it. We will be watching that game, we will be reviewing it here on this channel. And I tell you what, man, if you didn't hear about my Solid Sport problems, I bought the Rangers game, right, 12 quid. I lost count at 25 times. I stopped counting, man, because, oh, you can't count past 25. No, because I couldn't be arsed counting past 25. When you buy a stream for 12 quid, folks, I expect it to be decent. I'm not saying, right, there can't be the odd buffering issue, and oh, you might have to refresh it once, right? And also sometimes streams just go down. But for me to have to refresh it a number of times that I can't even remember because it got past 25 is ridiculous, man. I should be getting a refund, and they should be giving me every game on Solid Sport, man, that I want to see for the duration of the rest of this campaign. I don't know, I think Dundee United, Rapid Vienna might be on Solid Sport, but like we did last week, because they're basically kicking off at the same time, 7:45 and 8, there's no point really buying a game on Solid Sport when Hibs' game's on BBC Scotland. But I tell you what, man, Dundee United and Hibs will be very interesting if they make it through. Tell you what, though, coefficient took a hit with Rangers losing to Pilsen last night, and it's been great, man. It's been plenty of rays of sunshine so far for the coefficient, but last night was a dampener, and tomorrow, I mean, Partizan Belgrade could come back and beat Hibs. I mean, Partizan Belgrade could come back and beat Hibs, and Hibs will have hee-haw. Dundee United against Rapid Vienna, I mean, I've predicted them to go through, but I'm not going to sit here and lie and pretend that Rapid Vienna, you know, couldn't rock up to Tannadice and beat them like 4-0. Could very easily happen, but I don't think they're going to have the same issues, Dundee United, that they had against AZ Alkmaar. Mainly because that was actually away in Alkmaar, and they did the business at Tannadice. We tend to just see that our teams in Europe, They always do better at home than they do away, and that's natural, that's going to happen. So I think even if Dundee United were to lose this tie, they're not going to get scudded like 6-0. I think it'll be a close game, and I predicted Dundee United go through on penalties, didn't I? So, or did I say 2-1? I can't even remember. Either or, I'm predicting the Scottish club to go out on top. Cal McGregor, folks, he has urged Celtic to make home advantage count in tough Karat tie. Like I said a couple of weeks ago when this got announced, Celtic, there's no excuses for them. This is the sort of game where you should be winning both legs, and at the very least you should be going through. Make no mistake about it. Regardless of the summer transfer window so far for Celtic, they should be beating this team every day of the week. There's no excuses not to get through this tie. Honestly, man, see this team, I would expect pretty much every team that's in the qualifiers to beat this team. From us, from our league, I expect Celtic to beat them. I expect Rangers to beat them. Hibs right now, absolutely. Dundee United, well, if they can draw against Rapid Vienna, they can sure as hell beat this team. And then there's Aberdeen, which I think the jury's still out on, but I don't know, I feel like Aberdeen, they can get up for at least 1 or 2 games, man. Maybe they would give this team a good... And that's not me putting the pressure on Celtic, man. If you're a Celtic fan listening to this, you've got to be real. If you go out to Kairat, it would be absolutely horrific. Like, it would be. You know what I mean? Like, if Rangers go against Club Brugge, I'm not going to be a fucking happy man about it, but I'll be like, you know what, they've got better players better players than us, man. They're better than us. You kind of just have to hold the L. Obviously, it depends on the context. Like, can't be losing 12-0 in aggregate shit. But with Karat, man, there's no excuses, man. If you go out against them, then serious questions do need to get asked. But yeah, in terms of transfers, folks, Celtic aren't doing anything. Rangers are kind of just waiting on Mendy. And obviously this Lennon Miller deal, like we talked about, it's happened, but not an awful lot happening. But there has been a transfer of sorts in the Scottish national team. We call him Derek McInnes for some reason, don't even know why. Steve Clarke. Steve Clarke has appointed, well, I say he's appointed, Scotland's appointed, whatever you want to say. Steve Clarke's put a good word in for him. Stephen Naismith will be the Scotland assistant manager ahead of our 2026 World Cup dreams. I mean, don't know what to make of that, man. I mean, he said he's excited, and he's like, you know what, I didn't jump straight back into management, so I'm ready to go. Obviously, left Hearts, about 11 months ago, 10 months ago. I'm not going to sit here and pretend this is a fantastic manoeuvre, man, from Rangers, but at the same time, it's not like the assistant manager, man. I'm not saying they don't have an impact, they can, of course, but at the end of the day, we've got to get to this World Cup. And come on, Steve Clarke, got us to 2 tournaments, but let's be honest, apart from actually getting us qualifications to 2 tournaments, it's been a fucking disaster. And I think a great thing so far, I haven't talked about Steve Clarke about 2 months, so it's actually a bit soul destroying having to talk about him again here. But anyway, that was it, guys, for this wee football video. Till next time, peace.